All right, it's 2:15 in the afternoon. We're charged up to 100%. Gonna head up to Brainerd International Raceway, try to see some Teslas do some drag racing, but we might just head to the cabin in the rain. We'll find out how the weather treats us. Let's get on the road. At 100%, and today when I flipped it to miles of range, it estimated 295. Gonna do a battery health video soon, so stay tuned. But today it's 84 degrees, and we've got a new trip for BIR, Brainerd International Raceway, all set up. We're spending the night at my wife's family's cabin rather than driving home after the racing. So the game plan, confirmed by a better route planner, is to drive to the cabin, drop our overnight gear there, and head to the racetrack. All without a charge. It's weird how the GoPro can see through the haze. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Like showing clouds. I'm like, where are you getting that?
Yeah, where's the distinction?
Look at that big walleye. Oh, here's a big deer. Look at that. With our later start from home and dropping our gear off at the cabin, we were late to the track. They had a little delay too, drying the drag strip off, so we didn't miss much. My friend Todd was there from the start and got these runs, the last of which I was fumbling to set up my tripod behind him. Only two Teslas were running, Jason's Model S Plaid and a Model 3. We'll show you those runs and a few of the fun ice cars too.
Ooh, the Plaid had the reaction time advantage, huh? 126 against that 458. And almost a half track difference. Looking like Preston out of Eden Prairie, bringing back the Tesla in the Lucas lane. Loaded rolling full. Preston down to the top end of the Tesla gets their first 14-12 of the 5. Cody comes through the 50. Coming back at you in the 69 Roadrunner. Jason LeBeau out of Rosemont. He's giving him a head start now. Let's see if he can catch up to him. Oh, he's pouring the coals to it. I think he gave him a little too much of a head start.
The Plaid's best time of the night was a 9.7 quarter mile, pretty quick with this traction. His best quarter mile overall on a better day was 9.4 seconds. The Model 3's best time we recorded tonight were 3 different runs at a 14.12 quarter mile. Very respectable for a non-performance rear-wheel drive car. Around 7:45 we headed out to get back to the cabin at a decent time. Near the track is the Arrowwood Lodge, host to 8 V2 superchargers. All right, it's 8:05, about 6 hours since we left home. We're here with 18%. We were at Brainerd International Raceway with something like 22%. In Aitkin with about 40%. And our last trip here has only been 4 miles from the raceway. Since our last charge at home, 194 miles, with an average of 278 watt-hours per mile. So that's our whole trip. We're going to plug in here and play at the playground and then head back to the cabin. Long connection time here. This is a V2 and we are not in the land of fast internet. So ramping up quickly, saying 55 minutes, that's to get to 100%. We don't need that. And we're already up to about max speed, 143 I saw. And this is a 150 charger, so good there. We're gonna go play, and that's it. One, two, three, here he goes. Is that pretty funny? Yeah? Do you want to try it? Do you want to try that? Here, come over here. You gonna get in the car? So just a few minutes, we got up to 68%. It's plenty to get to Hinckley tomorrow. It's 8:25, still 66 degrees. And we're gonna try to get to the cabin before sunset. %. Nice. All right, we are back at the cabin with 54%, plenty for tomorrow to get to Hinckley. 9:18 p.m., 64 degrees. So for the day, 234 miles, 64 kilowatt hours used, and 273 watt hours per mile. So pretty efficient. That last stretch was 40 miles, 253, but a good day, lots of driving in hazy conditions, hoping for some sunshine and lake time tomorrow. Good morning. I woke up around 6 a.m., pretty well rested and ready to enjoy the quiet with my coffee on the dock. There wasn't even a breeze, so yesterday's haze still hung in the air. Other than birds and frogs, there wasn't even much wildlife, until this guy popped up. A big old snapping turtle with a head as big as my fist. He was at least 100 feet off the dock, so these were the best shots I could get. Almost exactly 7 a.m., a light wind came across the lake and started clearing the haze. Joan and Michael got up around 8, and we had breakfast inside. Coming back out to get the canoe, we found this little flock of geese and goslings hanging out right near the shore. We took the canoe around the lake, and while we were out there, I took about 50 shots of our friend the loon, and exactly this one turned out. Still much better than none. We had lunch, did some swimming, then it was time to clean up and hit the gravel road. All right, we are at 50%, almost 1:30 in the afternoon, and just drove down to the boat launch, the public boat launch. We're at 235 miles. Same as last night, essentially, and headed to Hinckley. And saying an hour and 13 minutes. And we'll get there with plenty, 26%. Even that quick charge in Baxter last night was more than we needed, but good to be on the safe side. We're not in a rush. Hey, Joan, Did you have fun at the cabin? Did you like the race cars last night, or was it too noisy? Oh, you did like them? Well, that's good. Are you ready to go home and see Mom? All right. Let's get going. It's 2:15 and we are about 15 miles away from Hinckley. Pretty easy drive. There's not a lot of traffic here today. We're on the Thursday afternoon before 4th of July weekend, so if anybody's going to be on the road, they're going to probably be heading opposite direction from us. So we might see some of that traffic through the cities, but right now everything's been good, smooth sailing. It turned out to be a beautiful sunny day, so hoping to continue having a nice drive home. We're gonna just pit stop in Hinckley. We're at 27% now. It's saying we'll get there with 23. In just a couple minutes it's gonna take us to run in and use the restroom, get a snack or two, and then hit the road again. We'll have plenty to get home. Not worried about that, just enjoying a beautiful drive. %. We just arrived in Hinckley, 2:34. We've gone 66 miles. My, what a trip. 287 watt-hours per mile for that stretch. We're now at 300 for the total trip with an average of 276. So doing well efficiency-wise, although we're about to hit the interstate. But now it's restrooms and snacks here at Toby's. This handle may have been run over once. It's got some good scuffs on it. This is an older station, and instantly up to 72, 98, 121. That's good enough. Things are heating up at Toby's. They're getting pretty busy already. And so we're here a little longer, as usual, by the time we get everything done. And we're up to 75%, which is plenty for what we need. 76%. Plenty for what we need to get home. So let's hit the road. We got home just before 4:30 at 91 degrees Fahrenheit and still 31% in the battery, so an overcharge there in Hinckley. Last stretch was 97 miles, took an hour and 28 minutes, with an average energy of 306 watt-hours per mile. Total trip to Brainerd and back was 397 miles, 113 kilowatt-hours used, and 284 watt-hours per mile. Are you happy to be home? That was 2 charging stops over the 397 miles, 21.5 minutes each. Both were longer than they could have been. That meant our price was a little higher, but still only $28.88 total for the trip, and an average of $14.44 for each stop. Here's a wide view of the map of our total trip, and not much else to say other than we had a great time on a simple couple-day road trip up to central Minnesota, and enjoyed some beautiful lake views. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a great day and happy road tripping.